Welcome to Build the Room, a podcast for entrepreneurs, creators, and visionaries who aren't waiting for a seat at the table. They're building the whole daggone room. This space is for the ones creating belonging and a profit on their own terms. So, whether you're building your first online community or reimagining the one you've already got, you're in the right place. Grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's get into it. I'm your host, Nella, and this is Build the Room. Hey, welcome back to Build the Room, the podcast for creators and community builders who aren't just chasing clout. They're here to build something that lasts. If you're new here, I'm Nella, and this is where we talk about what it takes to really build a community that feels good and that pays well. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So listen. I know when people hear the words community platform, they automatically think Facebook groups, Discord, Circle, sometimes school, or maybe even Slack, right? But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to build, grow, and monetize your community is actually go high level? Yep, I said it. It's go high level. Now, before you roll your eyes or assume this is just another tech platform, I'm not plugging anything, okay? Let me break this down in a way that makes sense, especially if you're trying to create a community that runs like a business. Because, spoiler alert, most people don't have a community problem. They have a system problem. So, let's go through this. The first reason that Go High Level works so well for community building, everything is in one place. You can literally set up your lead capture page, your welcome emails, your text reminders, your course hub, your community access, even your payment processing, all inside one platform. That means you're not duct taping 17 tools together with Zapier and praying it doesn't break right before your launch. And for real, you can't build a thriving community if your back end is a mess. Go High Level gives you structure, and structure creates freedom. When your systems are tight, you get to focus on the people, not just the platform itself, okay? So, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, trying to manage everything manually, this is your sign to tighten up your tech stack. Let's talk about one of the biggest killers of engagement, and that is bad onboarding. You've heard me say before, we've talked about onboarding before. Onboarding is where your community either clicks or crashes. With Go High Level, you can build a 7-day welcome flow that automatically sends them a personalized welcome email, walks them through your content, assigns their role or tag, reminds them to take their first action, and checks in on them, for a few days later after they've joined the community. You can even trigger different flows based on where they came from. So if they came from your Instagram, your podcast, or a free challenge, and that's not just automation, it's personalization at scale, because nobody wants to feel like just another number. And when people feel seen, they stick around. Here's what most people mess up. They build a free space with no plan to fund it. And I get it. We lead with our hearts a lot of times, especially in building communities. But love doesn't pay your team if you have one. And passion definitely doesn't cover the platform fees. And purpose, show enough, does not pay the bills. Inside Go High Level, you can build offers, accept payments, run memberships, set up recurring billing, and even track conversions without needing Kajabi, Teachable, Gumroad, Standout Store, or whatever else you're thinking about using or are currently using. Your community can have free tiers, but it can also have paid upgrades. It can have digital product drops. You can do event registration and even coaching applications, all in one place. And because it's integrated, you're not losing people in the handoff between different platforms. It's seamless. Monetization shouldn't feel like a natural it should feel like a natural part of the community, not an awkward afterthought or a grab for money. One of my favorite things about using Go High Level for community, you can track the data that actually moves the needle. And numbers tell a story. Data tells a story. And I'm talking about who's opening your onboarding emails, who's clicking the join now button, which automations are converting, who hasn't logged in for 7 days, what actions people are or aren't taking. You don't need to guess if your community is working. Go High Level gives you the data to know. And when you know better, you can build better. And I'll be honest, when I first started building communities, I was using all the usual tools that you're probably using right now. Go High Level was definitely not in the reach. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was using Kajabi and Google Forms, Calendly, MailChimp, and sometimes your occasional hope and prayer, okay? And every time I wanted to change something, it meant logging into 5 different accounts, hoping and praying that I didn't have to change the password. Something always broke. Somewhere, a connection was always disconnected. Someone always got left behind. And switching to Go High Level wasn't just a tech move. Requiring my clients to use Go High Level most of the time wasn't just a convenience move. It's a business decision. It gave me time back. It gave me peace of mind, and it gave my members and even my clients a better experience. So, if you want your community to run smoother, convert better, and scale faster, you got to get your back end right. It's not about the tool. It's not about the all new rave of Go High Level. It's about what the tool allows you to build. Go High Level is not perfect, but if you use it well, if you learn it little bit by little, it can be the engine behind your most powerful community yet. So, if this episode helped you think differently about your systems, do me a favor. Share this with someone else building a community. And don't forget to save this bad boy, keep it in your back pocket for when you need it later. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. But until then, keep showing up, keep choosing yourself, and keep building the room. Bye.